Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to and I'm a very tired episode of This Is. What is this? Our life. So, we were able to go into town and get some gas, about half a tank. The Fundley hasn't deposited into the bank yet, so still waiting on that. But we got like $33 in food stamps today, which was unexpected but very nice. And I'm gonna have to get some sort of shampoo for this boy. He's going bald, aren't you lucky? Part of it's fleas because it's warmed up today. It's only 67, but it feels warmer than that. And he took
enough for the fleas to get out.
Yeah, and he took his harness off today while we were in the car. He got to go with us. We drove back on a different route since we usually don't go that way, and saw a Sasquatch. You see Sasquatch up here all the time. There's no big deal up here. When we went up to see if we could get some boxes from the liquor store. The liquor store was open, but they didn't have any boxes for us. So.
And there was a motorcycle accident right in front of the liquor store.
Yeah. So it was what, Swansea? No.
Swansea.
It was
Swansea police. 2
fire trucks, 2 ambulances. I don't know how many police cars. It's
almost comical how many was out there.
Yeah, it's like they don't really have anything better to do.
They're bored.
Yeah, so they all
ran for the thing.
Yeah, that's the way it is up here. We did have a major tragedy up here a few months back. My wife may remember more about it than me, but there was I think it was a head-on with a tanker truck, and I think the guy in the tanker truck survived, but one or more people in the car didn't.
Yeah, both people in the car died.
They did. Probably college kids, because it was in Keene, and
driving too fast and got out of control, and bam.
And what do you think happened? Every fire department from all around showed up. Well, they needed them though. Our fire department showed up, and our fire department is a volunteer. Most fire departments out here are volunteer fire departments, and Keene has a paid. I assume they were paid.
Yeah, I think they were paid, but that's one of the few.
Yeah. So
paid ones.
And I was at the Central Square Cafe. It's really good food over there, over here in Troy, and I was talking to one of the guys that showed up. He was one of the firefighters from our town, and he said they were out there all. You could tell he was just exhausted.
It was a mess.
Yeah, the road was shut down. They had to. The bridge was shut down for a while because they had to go and inspect it to make sure it was still safe to use.
And it was right by the intersection, right where it joined into the bridge.
So it was pretty bad, and it was on the TV news. If something's on the TV news from this area, then it's
big.
It's big, yeah, because otherwise they don't talk about this area. I mean, the worst things that we have is, somebody kills a Sasquatch and then they get hanged the next day for doing that. But yeah, I want to make a meme. I was looking for some pictures, but I'm so tired. What is a New Hampshire street gang? It's a bunch of moose, or it's a bunch of black bear. That's a New Hampshire street gang. Although, you know what? The activists in Keene, considering some of the places I've lived and their rules, their laws, they would be considered a gang. Back in San Antonio, the activists in Keene, they would be considered a street gang. So,
The Mexicans would probably beat them up.
yeah, probably would. Show them
They probably wouldn't last long.
No, don't think they would at all. But I'm cutting some matting on Lucky. Trying not to cut his poor little skin. We really need to get him some sort of shampoo to deal with this itching and scratching and.
I think it's nerves.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, and boredom. There we go, Lucky. I think I got most or all of it. But
He loves that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But
He's like, leave me alone.
But yeah. Anyway.
He's like, dang it, there's a reason I don't have any hair. You keep cutting it all off.
Here's some of the hair I just cut off because it's matted.
He's like, stop it.
But he actually took his harness off while we were in the car from rubbing. He rubs a lot. And you're going bald, aren't you, Lucky?
He's an old man. Aren't you, Lucky?
We need to get him like some medicated shampoo that's good for his skin. But anyway, even his face, he's even scratching the hair off his face. Poor little thing.
God.
But yeah, I didn't sleep last night. I got up at what, like 8 o'clock last night?
6, I think.
6 o'clock last
About
night.
6:30.
And I've been up ever since, so it's...
Well, I thought you slept pretty well for how long what time did you go to bed? Like,
I don't know.
I thought you had actually had a pretty good nap.
Yeah, I slept good. But I've been up ever since then, and, since last night.
We've got a lot going on.
Yeah, we do. So, it's about bedtime for me. Take my medicine.
About time for me, too, honey.
Yeah.
I'm
And
worn out.
for those who have been following our ordeal, my wife talked to the doctor this morning, right?
Yes.
Yeah, talked to the doctor, the surgeon. And instead of us having to go up there 2, 3, 4, 5 times,
On 2 different days.
we get to go up there actually we're going to have 2 trips, but instead of the upcoming...
Got it all piled up on one day.
Yeah, we're going to have everything except for the surgery on one day, and then the surgery is later on in the month, a couple of weeks?
No,
Week?
about a week later.
About a week later. So instead of going up on the 2nd and 3rd, we're just going up on the
Second.
On the 2nd. So that's good. And then we'll have to go back for the surgery.
Yep.
It's just they want to do another, MRI?
Yes, because they can't read the current one, the one they've got. I'm like, oh, god damn.
So...
They're no fun to go through, believe me.
Yeah. So,
It's like, just work with what you got, damn it. I feel like, they're kind of a hassle to go through.
yeah. So, there's more matting. But,
I didn't know that even a tattoo can get hot, like...
Oh, under one of
doing
those?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we don't have tattoos, so...
Boy, Liz would be in trouble. She'd probably burst into flames.
Yeah.
Oh well. Good
Yeah.
riddance.
Let's see. Socks is over there. Can you see Socks? The little white nose.
Oh.
John is trying to play with Mama, and Mama's like,
Leave my tail alone.
yeah. Now she's eating
Mama's
her...
probably tired.
Yeah, she's eating or drinking right now. I think she's eating food. She doesn't really like the dry food that much, but...
She eats it.
She eats
doesn't complain.
it. Yeah. We give her.
Cat too.
Yeah, we give her like 2 cans of moist food a day. If she likes that. And so I got an email. My medicine at Walgreens isn't ready, but it's being processed now. So I picked that up usually on the 3rd. But yeah, it'll be good to go up to Lebanon and do everything in one day.
At least it's later in the day. We have the first appointment's at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock instead of like 6 or 7.
We were going to have to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, which would have meant like leaving here like 4 o'clock. So.
I can just see me getting you out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Sure.
So.
We're going to stick a dynamite.
So we're also the Keene Library, the
Frost-Free Library, and at Marlboro.
And the Troy Library are all having book sales next month.
Oh God.
I think this coming weekend is isn't it?
Yeah, this weekend is the
Troy
Library.
So
we don't know exactly when Keene's is, but they put up signs.
Yeah, now Keene you can get on the last day. It's
if they don't cheat you.
Yeah, it's ouch.
You have to watch them.
A bag of books for $5. So, but you also have to consider that a lot of the books are picked over by then. But they don't put the books out in any particular order. They're just in boxes, and then they just start unpacking.
Well, we sort them a little bit.
Well, I mean by subject, sort of.
Yeah,
but
subject sort them, but that's about it.
Yeah. But you know, I would like to get the unabridged Les Mis, a recent, doesn't have to be the most up to date, but a recent PDR, a more up to date Tabors, and a more up to date what is it, Tabors and Mark manual, not the popular Mark manual, but the actual Mark manual.
What's the difference?
The Mark manual, the medical and the technical one it's technical. It has, you know, the stuff the doctors and nurses would use, and the popular one is just, we already have stuff that will cover what's in that. And we may have a popular Mark manual somewhere. I also want to get an unabridged edition of Democracy in America by Tocqueville, de Tocqueville. And those two books are actually the kind of books you might expect to find at a book sale, library book sale. The first year here in Troy, they had a set of
Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens.
Oh.
I didn't get to get it. I wanted that so bad. We have a couple of Charles Dickens.
I think every once in a while, somebody goes and cleans out their library out of the ancient books, and oh boy,
yeah,
you can almost start a fight over them.
Yeah. I mean, once we got a entire set of Encyclopedia Britannica
for free,
including the yearbooks.
Not every single year's yearbook, but most of them.
Yeah. So that was really nice. And once we got another set of Encyclopedia for like $5 or less, $3 maybe, I don't know, at a thrift store in Keene. Now I'm also wondering what we're going to do with the stuff to donate, because I'm not going to request to rejoin Shara Sharing Facebook page, because if they want to take me off and be that way, that's fine. But you know, that means they don't get the donation. Well, I don't want anybody to have to pay for this stuff. I want people who need it to get it.
No, I think we should call the hospital and ask them if there's they need of any donations, you know.
Because, you know, some of the homeless people wind up going
Yeah.
there. So,
And some people wind up there just don't have any clothes with them, you know, and know they have like one change of clothes with them,
you
too.
know, you know. So,
Well, what they have on their back, and that's it.
yeah. So, now that the date's getting closer for us to go up to Lebanon, thinking about it is starting to... But, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I can't help but think about it. You know, I'm sure, you know, you consider my anxiety, my wife's anxiety is far worse than mine.
A week from today.
A week from today?
Yeah.
It feels like tomorrow. But anyway, when I was making the, see if I can find it. Making this, there's still salt on it. I cut myself.
Got
And
salt in the wound?
yeah, and there's actually some blood dry blood on this.
Oh no, he's bleeding. Ah!
And right here is where I'm working on where the little mouthpiece or whatever you call it would go.
The pipe stem.
Pipe stem. I don't know if it's far enough up, but
I don't know if he's let you have a drill or not. You might drill a hole in your finger.
yeah, I mean, I could use a drill, a power drill, but I'm like, that's kind of defeating the whole.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Ow!
I think I have an awl on my tool, but I'm not sure.
Or a corkscrew, maybe.
Ouch.
Some of them come with a corkscrew.
Yeah, this has a corkscrew too, but I found the awl.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. The
Yeah.
corkscrew might work, too.
Yeah, it's
Punch a hole in your finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is further down than this is it's like that, so
Yeah, you'll stab a nice hole in his finger and be bleeding. We'll have to take him to the ER.
Whoops.
Right?
Yeah.
No, wow!
This little piece
Okay,
right here.
John, easy on the shoulder with the claws. Yeah, I hear you purring. Now get up there. Hey. Hey. Not my head. You silly thing. Hey.
You all don't need to watch me doing this.
Don't sit on Mama Tia's head. Listen, cat. Listen, Buster. Oh, well, get off my head, damn it. You'll both get smacked.
Oh, maybe I did it. Yep,
What?
I did it, and it's right at the bottom too. Huh, that's good. Didn't take long to do that. Whoops.
Yeah, but is it dry enough now?
Yeah, I think it is. Now I have to find a piece of wood.
Pipe tobacco.
Yeah, I have to find a piece of wood to make the stem. And considering the trees, the forest up here, I'll be able to find a piece of wood real easy. But making a hole in it, I don't want to use a power drill, but I may have to. But anyway, I don't think there's anything else to say.
Well, then we're tired.
Yeah, we're very tired. It's 1:38 p.m. here, which would be 13:38 for those of you in Europe. And I guess I'll say goodbye, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen,